This morning, I found a slogan called "Stand still means falling behind." I don't agree with that. And I would like to explain you here why. Even though that I do know that the writer of this article was going another way, was going along that perspective. If you are an enterpriser and if you allow that your organization is in its development, not going to go along with the development, with the action, with the innovation, but instead stand still, then you're falling behind in business because other companies are going to overstep your success, your development, your decisions. So, as being myself over 27 years in the management business, I do know that truly that has a meaning. If you're an enterpriser, if you have your own company, it is very important that always you have an eye on trends. You have an eye on what's going to come next, to develop a good view, a good understanding in what it means to go further, what it means to invest your enterprise into it, because you have a certain responsibility as being an enterpriser. You are securing jobs. So if you stick on what you have done over the last 10 years, you most probably are going to have not a successful company in the near future, because we are living in a time frame where change is all over. We are having already the security, the knowledge that most of the jobs are going not to exist anymore in the next 5, 10, 20 years. So we have to make sure that also in the pre-look of enterprising, that you make sure that there is no standstill, but instead that you invite the development, the innovation within your company. And in order to succeed here, I may give you the advice that the standstill used in the proper way may help you to find the right answers. Because what happens if you stand still, if you allow your inner you, your inner voice, yourself just to calm down and, let's say, to be awake and step into your inner self. And that's what you do if you stand still. If you allow yourself to meditate, if you allow yourself to go deeper in your thoughts while you concentrate on your breathing. Yes, because to focus on your breathing will allow your mind to be switched off for a few minutes. And that's what is invited here. This is what we shall focus on when we are doing this stand still on purpose. To allow ourselves, the mind to calm down, allows as well our body to calm down. Because as a matter of fact, our body is always in action. The heart is beating, the breath is breathing in and breathing out, and the blood is flushing through, running through our whole body and keeps the body alive in its strength with all the power in order to succeed whatever we and our mind and our heart is developing in creating in action. It's like a motor which is never stopping. It's like something which we are trying to overdo at all times, especially nowadays, where everything is so deep and connected with doing, action. While to stand still for a few minutes by meditating, by sitting on the floor, connecting with the grass, leaning on a tree, and closing your eyes and just interact, connect with your inner self, with your inner voice, with you. Will exclude you, will you bring you away from the outside and bring you back to your roots, to your insides. And that's definitely worth it, my dear. That's definitely a try, which if yet you have never done that, because let's face it, we are not a machine. We are humans who have emotions, who are following up truly their meaning, their believing, their inner passion, which once done in action is going to create amazing things. But before you reach there, allow yourself to step back. Allow yourself to see within you what is really triggering you. What is it that you feel, you smell, you hear? To stand still and allow stillness to take over is sometimes making people afraid. They don't feel well with stillness. They don't feel comfortable with that kind of situation. But allow stillness in your life to be truly a gift. Because once you allow it and once you give access into your life, you will understand that stillness is truly a guideline. It's a tool which guides you to what is really important here. It guides you to your inner self. It guides you to that what is meaningful. It guides you, to your roots, to your passion, to your love. And it might even sound now a bit complicated, but as a matter of fact, it's pretty easy. Allow yourself, whenever you're outside in the nature, that you spot out on a tree and you sit right in front of him, and then you lean on the tree, and then you close your eyes, and then you listen, and then you breathe in and out in stillness. And whenever thoughts come up of fear, where you try to find a solution for any of your problems, any of your challenges, then you start to breathe even stronger, where you focus on it, where you follow your inner instincts. And what is going to happen is that you're going to engage yourself with a lot of energy within yourself, but as well from the nature, which is giving it to you as a present. But most of the time, we are not able to accept that present because we are too busy, even though when we run through the forests, when we walk through the forest with our inner thoughts, with our problem solution task. So I invite you that you allow stillness in your life with this little experience, with this little experiment, with this little lesson. But you can do this anytime, everywhere. On your couch, in your bed, in the terrace. Whenever you do this, allow yourself to be still for 5 to 10 minutes. And then you focus on breathing. And I promise you that is not that you're going to fall behind, but everything is going to fall in front of you. Creativity is going to grow, answers are going to fly towards you, and you're going to be connected much more with yourself. So allow stillness in your life, and you're going to understand the greatness within you in much better pieces. Like that, to go all in is something what is going to change your life for all the times. So give stillness a space and create a life full of richness on several ways.